K7 News with me, Adri. The cases related to COVID-19 in Malaysia has been increasing since its first contact in country. As such, the government has started to take action against this pandemic to protect the well-being of their people. Ever since the March of 2020, the Malaysian authorities have been continuously rolling out new standard operating procedure, or better known as SOPs, and measures to contain the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic in Malaysia. However, issues regarding double standard in these SOPs have made people unsatisfied. Many people are being fined for not practicing social distancing and wearing face masks, but the government authorities and politicians who are shown together in crowded places without social distancing or wearing face masks are making the citizens to question the standard operating procedures. The citizens are confused on what is to be defined as a crowded public places, or how many people are needed for it to be counted as crowded. This has sparked an outrage between citizens as there seems to be a double standard in the law enforces to the public people and to the government people.
On the issue of quarantine, I would like to stress there is no double standard in complying with quarantine directives. I, as the Prime Minister, am not exempted from complying with the SOPs. This is the second time that I am observing home quarantine since the pandemic hit the country. I must comply with the rules. They also must comply with the rules. Action can be taken against them for breaching the rules. As the head of government, I closely monitor developments in the area of COVID-19 cases. I will make important decisions to contain the virus and stop it from spreading in our community. This includes implementing the targeted Enhanced Movement Control Order or TEMCO in areas identified as red zones.
Miss, what do you think about the factors that causes double standard in our country?
So in my opinion, I could say that the main reason as you can see, the double standard SOP happen is because the authorities and the high class society have the power given for them. Actually, the power is an honor to show that they have this contribution or responsibility for our country, but they misuse the power and act supercilious to show that they are more important than the normal citizens. Especially in our current COVID-19 pandemic, they use this power to show that they should be treated better than other people. So I can see that the most famous cases happen is now because of our celebrity, which is in Lopa. The cases when her wedding will get, the authorities or the police take a longer time to settle down this case rather than the other cases, which is the student in matric in Perak. They just give penalty for the students without asking anything. And when we ask them about the issue, they said that the students breach the SOP. And the second one, I see that the changes in our regulation and law, because we have several MCO, which is Movement Control Order, we have CMCO and RMCO, so they will like slightly different in implementing the SOP. So when the changes happen, not everyone are aware of the changes, and when the police simply give penalty and fines to people, it will make us feel like, how can this happen to us? When we see that the person in Kelantan, and he just closed his stall a bit late than the permitted hour. So it is like some slightly of a bias that we can see when they didn't ask anything and just give the penalty just like that.
Okay, thank you so much.
This issue has caused corruption in our country. Nowadays, there are several cases that may cause to double standard SOP into a huge problem. Corruption is one of the problems that most of the world are facing, as we know that corruption is a prevalent and complex situation which it is defined as a private benefit of entrust power. Small and large businesses, government revenues and expenditures, as well as the average citizens are all impacted by the corruption. It is a significant barrier to reducing poverty in our society. Hence, the corruption is not really motivated by bad intentions, but it is also involved cases in which democratic institutions are poor and ordinary citizens must be bribed officials to access basic government services. Healthcare, jobs, and license are only a few of examples. This problem occurs because of oppression from the upper class who may think they are more powerful. Next, it will also cause people distrust in our country. When there is double standard SOP, the government will lose public distrust, which it is not due with the perception that applies double standards in enforcement of policies to prevent the spread of COVID-19 in our country. For instance, Dr. Adipa Kamaruzzaman, a professor of medicine at University Malaya, UM, had said that it will be critical in a crisis and in ensuring the effectiveness of public health policies, while Dr. Julia Marcus, a public health expert in the United States, state that the main key currency of public health is trust. In addition, Dr. Adiba also said that laws and policy states that the government and the country have to apply equally regardless of the people who were involved. That's all. Thank you.
What do you think we can do to overcome these double standard SOPs?
I think to prevent this issue, the government should make an official website and always update the detail about the COVID-19 cases and the latest version of SOP. This could help the citizens who are busy and do not have time to watch the news to catch up the current issues and information about the COVID-19 pandemic, as they only need to access the information online using their phone and so on. Through this, there are no reason for all citizens to violate the SOP, since there are clear details and instructions given in the official website. So the enforcer should stop the double standard in this country. Besides that, a petition can be also a powerful tool. A citizen representative can take the petition arm with supporters to the appropriate authorities or government official to build a solid case for their cause. And a petition can be on paper or online or even both. The petition should state clearly about what change they want to make, which can be shared widely on social media like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. As a good citizen, we should always aware of the current issues and voice out of the government to the government about the weaknesses of the implementation of the system to help to develop a better country with a better system in this country. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
I know that many out there want to give your opinions to the government on the management of COVID-19 because all of you are concerned. Some of you have sent me personal messages. Some of you have made comments on social media. I most welcome all your views. I pay attention to everything. We will discuss the good suggestions at the MKN special meetings.
And that's it for K7 News. And we'll leave you with some of the evidence of double standard SOPs that happened before. Thanks for tuning in and take care.